dancing around the lies. Here's my big issue. Suspicious timing. The defense claims little Kaylee died accidentally and Casey hid the truth because she was molested by her father, George, and brother, and had to keep that secret, so this trained her to lie. But what's so suspicious about this, defense attorney Debra Opri, is that Casey suddenly snaps out of her lying trance on the eve of trial. If she's really sick in the head, wouldn't she still be sick in the head and lying forever? Why did she conveniently come into the truth right at the moment the trial starts?
Because she didn't. You're absolutely correct. It doesn't go that way. I'm very impressed with the prosecution. They are giving you a trickle down of all these witnesses. I'm very impressed with Jeff Hopkins, who basically said, I met her. I never referred her to a nanny. I don't know who she's talking about. But with those videotapes that we're watching, this is the liar's lament. You are watching Casey Anthony testify without ever taking the stand. And what really is impressing me...
You know what? She's gonna... I think a lot of people think she's going to have to take the stand now, Aphrodite Jones, to explain herself. Here's the problem. See the videotape you're looking at? That is little Kaylee on June 15th, Father's Day, with her great-great-grandfather. So, Debra Opri, criminal defense attorney, she's gotten her dates mixed up, and she is swearing to something that they have video proof of is not true.
I've done criminal defense work, and I'm telling you, to me, this was the key evidence today that she says on this date, I dropped a little Kaylee off at this place, a nanny, and a witness gets up and says, no, I never introduced her to this nanny, which means we have a phantom nanny, a litany of lies, as you've been saying, and this girl, I don't think unless she takes the stand, she's going to be able to get out of this. And Jane, unlike Mark Garagos, who didn't tell you yes or no, I'm telling you, if I were defending her, you are not taking the stand because you're no way you're going to be able to repair yourself. No way.
I think she might have been stuck in her pride over her ability to lie. I really do. The arrogance, and also knowing that she had gotten away with so many ridiculous lies with her parents, gave her a false sense of security that any adult, anybody over 20, is going to believe anything I say because they're clueless. And Debra, what do you think of my theory?
Well, Jane, I agree with your theory. And I've been wanting to tell you on this entire show, those police jailhouse videotapes, let it be a lesson to everybody out there who has someone in jail and you're coming to visit them. Don't talk. Don't do double talk. Don't be honest. Don't gut yourself out. Don't say anything because you're being taped and you're being listened to. As far as the arrogance of Casey Anthony, let's be very clear. This is a girl who does it as she goes along. She thinks on her feet as she goes along. I think this entire crime, and Mark Garagos may be right, it may be difficult to prove murder, but everything is leading up to a woman who does not plan anything out. She goes as she goes.
A sociopath. Megan, Connecticut, Brooks, what I find is going to be difficult for the defense is explaining why she suddenly had an epiphany and decided on the eve of trial, now I can tell the truth that it was an accidental drowning. Oh, how are they going to explain that? Why did she snap out of her fugue on the eve of a trial?
It's going to be very difficult for them to prove it. And if they, you know, I think they're going to have to put her on the stand.
Debra Opri, your turn. Debra.
I'm sorry, Mike, but I disagree with you because if they put her up, you know, it's really, really bad. Cut to the chase. They're going to struggle just to keep her off of the death penalty. I mean, I don't think they can save her from the death penalty at this point. And Jane, you're right, with the forensics coming out, I disagree with Mark. I think with this strategy of putting her credibility at issue, and Mike, with that police investigation and those tapes, that was a great opening. With the forensics, it may not be as strong, but I think it's going to be enough to tie her in. And then this last minute, oh, it was the pool, or my daddy's a child molester. It is think as you go along, and her defense attorney, unfortunately, may have adopted her habits.
Let me get to this real quick.